I call it the Fate Sphinx saga, but I don't think that's the real name. Okay, yeah, it's called the Fate the Wings saga, and guys, I absolutely love it. It's a little bit like it's young adult focused, so sometimes I lose patience with it, but ultimately I love magic. I love fantasy fictions, I love high fantasy shows, but I do not watch the dragon show. Okay, that I called it the dragon show is ridiculous. I do not watch Game of Thrones, even though it's supposed to be the type of thing that I like, but it's a little bit too gory and dark for me. So I know I'm not gonna watch it, and the sexual scenes are a little bit gratuitous for me. Yeah, I don't know, like I don't mind sexual scene. I don't mind sexual scenes as long as they're not sexual violence, and then also just unadulterated. I'm a romantic, okay, let's say that. And also I don't like when sex is such a big plot driver. Well, whatever, guys, I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyway, so let's just say those are not really like my cup of tea, even though they should be. If it were, maybe as a book it would be my cup of tea. I think I should try to read the books because I like that author, and I like that style of books. I just don't like it as a movie. Okay, so yeah, I was saying I watched Fate the Wings Saga, the second season. I am going to be watching The School for Good and Evil. I am definitely looking forward to the next Bridgerton. The trailer has dropped, but I'm not sure when exactly that is going to be happening. And then I'm still watching Virgin River and Charmed. So I think I mentioned that I have this issue where if I try to watch a show and I like it, it doesn't win by the time the next season comes around. I'm not always sure whether I'm gonna watch the whole thing. And then there's also Partner Track, which seems like something I would want to watch. It's very bubblegum, very good, but I couldn't get past it that much. My partner is watching The Watcher, and I have ended up watching it by default. Like, if he's watching it whilst we're having dinner, then I'm also watching it. So yeah, those are like my Netflix shows. One of my favorite shows, Schitt's Creek, is on Hulu now. But it's not like I'm binging it over there. I am actually fine. I haven't had to watch that show in a long time. It's definitely a comfort show, and when I see a clip, I stop and watch it. But I haven't had to watch it on Hulu. But Elementary is back. I have not started watching it, but I am pretty sure I'm going to eventually watch it because it's a show I enjoy. And finally, I am watching Hulu's The Kardashians. Okay, guys, don't judge me. If you love it, I love it. But I feel like when it comes to like general reality TV show, there's something bubblegum or very slow paced about the way that an episode moves. So it's good background TV. It's something that I can watch while switching off my brain and still get it back. But I do want to comment on I'm gonna comment on Hulu's The Kardashians, the first episode of season 2. Oh my god, like understanding the behind the scenes of what was going on. I felt so bad for Chloe. Secondly, just seeing how much she's so afraid of the backlash, or she was so afraid of the backlash, seeing that she's got very little like full saves. there's no disengagement from that stuff. I think it's kind of crazy to realize how much social media and celebrity culture is their life for real. You know what I mean? It definitely, I mean, for most of us, social media is powerful and it is our life, but we learn to cultivate other lives outside of that that are more significant than that, and we can turn it off. Turn off the phone, step away from this, step away from that. But when you're building a career from it, which is what I hopefully hope to one day kind of do, in some ways, you realize how much they're just tied to it. I do like the style that they went with in the show of telling Chloe's full story and then rewinding it back. I am absolutely not enjoying Kim and Pete's stupid relationship. Okay, it's because it's very obviously a rebound for Kim, and it's unclear what Pete thinks he is getting himself into. And of course they eventually break up because like, you guys, Kim is a mom of 4 with a crazy ex-husband and a business to run, while also being this wannabe lawyer, right? And Pete is a comedian slash actor who has no other real obligations. Yes, the lifestyle's hard that they both have, but I don't think that makes them a good match for each other. Sorry, I don't think that makes them a good match for each other. I also feel like Pete should not, from a PR perspective, dating Kim was a bad PR move for Pete. Not that it didn't bring him anything, but it definitely made him feel like it now more than ever makes him feel like he's being passed around, because I think before this he was seen as a guy who maybe falls in love too quick and, you know, wants to get married and all that stuff, and maybe just doesn't align himself with the right people. Like his relationship with Ariana Grande was like moving way too fast and stuff like that, and the other relationship with the other celebrity, again, whatever. But it just felt like now it's like, is this a game, Pete? Or are you serious and the other people are not? Because then that's just sad, right? And then of course the little storyline of Pete's gonna go to space, and then it's rescheduled, and Jeff Bezos, name dropping Jeff Bezos in the show. Ugh, boring. Martha Stewart. Okay, wait. There's an episode with Martha Stewart on it, and Martha gave some behind the scenes of that episode already. She was like, I went to their house and there was a lot of food. First of all, Martha's shade to both to like basically Chris's kids not being in stable relationships, not stable, in being in traditional relationships, not being in traditional relationships was so hilarious. But also, like, she is the one who gave the tea that even though there was that huge spread for them to eat, both Chloe and Chris didn't really eat any of the food, giving credence to rumors that they had like what do you call them, a mini gastric sleeve surgery, which limits how much they can eat, because if they eat too much, it all comes back out because your stomach's too small. Anyway, that was just interesting. It was an interesting mother. Oh my god, like yeah. And then I also feel like the Kardashians, the difference between the Kardashians and Keeping Up is you can kind of see how they plan things out and think things through and do some things for the show. Also, I just want to say Kendall Jenner is boring. Is that it? Yeah, Kendall, the model. She's no fun to watch. Her and Kylie both, like, wasn't fun to watch, even though she shot a lot more episodes this season so far, or at least we see a little bit more. Yeah, okay, yeah. And then, of course, Courtney and Travis. I don't like the PDA, but I like the couple. Yeah, the PDA is just too much, but I like the couple. Also, I like the relationship between Courtney, Travis, Chris, and Corey. It just seems like there's such a comfort in Travis and Courtney, just so sexually free, and that they can have those conversations with their mom is a gem. I think any daughters, all daughters need to be. It would be great if daughters and mothers had that comfort of talking about sex, because our anatomy as women, and our health issues and certain things that are very like feminine but genetic, they partly come from our mothers. So that experience of what a mother says and does is amazing. And then Chris talking about aging was also really, really nice. Anyway, that's what I've been watching on TV. I will take recommendations. I always say I have a very wet sense of humor, not dry, not sarcastic. So think Friends, think Schitt's Creek. I like comedies. I like rom-coms. I also will read a romantic comedy book. That's like my favorite genre of books after fantasy fiction is romantic comedy. So if you know any romantic comedy books, please recommend them to me, because I will read those in a heartbeat. I downloaded Libby, which is like library, your public library app kind of like thing, and I read a whole bunch of stuff from there if I can't find it on Script. I have Script, and I use that to like get electronic books. I feel like, is it possible? Would it be possible if I didn't edit anything in this clip and just give it to you like this? Impossible. But yeah, what are you watching? And yeah, what are you watching? Oh, one other thing is, I am a little bit of a Bravo fan, although I don't actually watch Bravo shows.